Okay, before we dive into the really cool stuff, we've got to start with the usual but very important reminder. This is all for educational purposes. It is not financial advice, so please always do your own research. Welcome back. This is it, the grand finale of our three-part explainer on the PLZM price floor. And let me tell you, we have absolutely saved the best and, honestly, the most exciting part for last. So up until now, we've talked about this floor as a kind of safety net, a solid bottom. But I want you to think about this for a second. What if that safety net wasn't just sitting there? What if, over time, it actually started to rise up to meet you? Well, that's exactly the powerful idea we're going to break down today. All right, let's do a lightning-fast recap so we're all on the same page. In part one, we learned that Plazm has this two-layer price floor, basically a safety net. Then, in part two, we saw how the bonding curve protects that floor, making it so big sellers actually end up hurting themselves, not the rest of us. And that brings us right here to today, where we get to pull back the curtain on the real magic of this thing. Because that safety net we've been talking about, yeah, it doesn't just sit still. It is designed to rise automatically day after day. So let's get into how that actually happens. So the very first force pushing this floor up is just beautifully simple. It's all about making every single piece of the pie worth more. I like to think of it as the pizza principle. Imagine this. You and 7 friends order a pizza, 8 slices. Super easy, right? Everyone gets 1 slice. But what if 2 of your friends have to leave? You've still got the same 8-slice pizza, but now there are only 6 of you. All of a sudden, everyone's share just got bigger. And that is exactly how token burns work in Plazm. When tokens get burned, they're gone for good, which shrinks the total supply. The value in the pool, our pizza, is still there. But since that value is now divided among fewer tokens, each and every one that's left represents a bigger slice of the pie. Its floor value has no choice but to go up. And this is not just some theory, okay? It is happening right now. A massive 13% of the total Plazm supply has already been permanently burned. We're talking over 11,000 tokens, just poof, gone forever. That makes every single token that's left that much more rare and that much more valuable. Okay, let's talk about the second force at play here. This one is literally programmed into the system to happen every single day, just like clockwork. The best way to visualize it? Think of an elevator that can only go one direction, up. Seriously, picture yourself standing on an elevator floor. Now, imagine that every single day, someone adds a paper-thin new layer to it. On day one, you wouldn't even notice, right? But after a few weeks, a few months, a year, that floor would be way thicker, and you'd be standing much, much higher than where you started. This is precisely what Plazm is designed to do. The floor ratio automatically goes up by 0.08% every day. Now, I know, that sounds tiny, but this is where the incredible power of compounding comes in. After just 30 days, that floor is already 2.4% higher. After 90 days, 7.5%. And after a whole year, the floor is a whopping 34% higher, and nobody had to do a thing. Now for our third and final force. This one is all about strength and stability. It's designed to make the whole system way more resistant to big waves. And for this, yeah, we're going to the swimming pool. Think about it. If you do a cannonball into a dinky little kiddie pool, you're going to make a huge mess. A massive splash, water goes everywhere. But if you do that exact same cannonball into the deep end of an Olympic-sized pool, it barely even makes a ripple. The deep water just absorbs all that impact. This is the perfect picture of liquidity. Inside Plazm, the buy and build mechanism is constantly adding funds to the liquidity pool, making it deeper and deeper. And a deeper pool means those large cells, or cannonballs, have way less of an impact on the price. The result? A more stable price, which creates a higher, stronger, effective floor. And again, this isn't just an idea. It's happening as we speak. The buy and build has over $32,000 in reserves, just waiting to be deployed, on top of the thousands it has already put to work deepening that pool. So every single day, that pool gets a little bit deeper, and the floor gets a little bit stronger. So we have these 3 really powerful forces, right? But the true magic, the real secret sauce, is that they're not working one at a time. They're all working together at the same time every single day. Let's recap them real quick. First, you've got burns, which are constantly making the supply smaller. Second, you have the floor ratio, which is automatically ticking up every day. And third, you have the buy and build, which is constantly making the pool deeper. It is a three-pronged attack, and every single one is pushing in the same direction, up. And this brings us to what might be the single most important concept of this entire system. Time is not neutral here. In Plazm, time is literally built into the code as an active, positive force. The longer this thing runs, the stronger and higher its floor becomes. It's designed that way. And hey, you don't have to just take my word for it. You can literally go watch this happening for yourself on the floor chart. The two lines you really want to watch are the floor prices, that's the green line and the blue line. Just keep an eye on them over time, and what you'll see is that steady, upward creep. That's not the market doing something random. That is the code working exactly as it's supposed to. So, as we start to wrap up this whole series, what's the big picture here? What does this all really mean? Well, it all comes down to one simple but really powerful idea. We started our little journey here by understanding this safety net, what the floor actually is. Then we looked at the protector, how the bonding curve works to defend it. And today we've uncovered the engine, the three forces that make that floor constantly rise. So if you forget everything else from this entire series, please just remember these three things. 1, there is a bottom. The price cannot go to 0. 2, big sellers or dumpers, they hurt themselves, not you. And 3, the most important one, time is your friend. This system is built from the ground up to reward patience. It's a simple little formula, but it is the absolute heart of this entire system. Your patience leads to a rising floor, which in turn leads to protected value. The protocol is just built to reward the people who understand how it works and have the patience to let it do its thing. Thank you so much for joining me on this 3-part journey. It's been a blast. And for the very last time, please remember that this has all been for educational purposes. Always do your homework before making any decisions.